as I was telling you that whatever energy means whatever potential that is lost here, I'll call it as V1. So V1 is the potential lost by this current, moving current, when it goes through R1. Then V2 is the amount of potential that is consumed by R2, and V3 is the potential that is consumed by R3. So whatever potential it gains, suppose V is the potential, so out of V, V1 is consumed by R1, the remaining, it current moves with the remaining potential, out of that V2 is consumed by R2, and the leftover potential is consumed by R3. So if V was the total potential given, so V equals to V1 plus V2 plus V3. Suppose your mother gave you 10 rupees. Out of those 10 rupees, you consumed 5 rupees for pencils, 2 rupees for eraser, and 3 rupees for sharpener. So your total 10 rupees, 10 equals to the money that you spent for your pencil, the money plus the money that you spent for the eraser, and the money that you spent for your sharpener. So total 10 equals to whatever money you have spent. In the same manner, if current has potential V, that is moving through, that has got potential V in the starting, now that is equal to potential that is consumed at R1 plus potential consumed at R2 plus potential consumed at R3. So total V equals to V1 plus V2 plus V3. So this V equals to, from this formula, V equals to I into R. So this I into R, where R is the total resistance and I is the total current flowing through the conductor. This is equal to V1. Now how much will be V1? V1 will be equal to the current flowing through this resistor into the resistance of this resistor. It means that this one will be equal to I into R1. Similarly, V2 will be equal to I into R2, and V3 will be equal to I into R3. So I into R1 V1 plus V2 is I into R2 plus V3 is I into R3. So from here, one thing we have to keep it in mind, that whenever we want to find out V1, V2, V3, how we will find out? We will multiply the current that flows through the resistor with the amount of resistance of the resistor. So similarly, V2 will be equals to I into R2. V3 will be equal to I into R3. So I into R, from this equation we can take I as common, so it will be equals to R1 plus R2 plus R3. So I will cancel out because it is common on both sides. So net resistance R can be given as R1 plus R2 plus R3. So this is the formula to find out the total resistance of the circuit. So net total R will be equals to the sum of individual resistances of each resistor. So dear children, we'll continue with the same. We'll do numerical problems related to this topic in the next class. Thank you.